May 4th, 2000. An email lands in your inbox. Subject line: I love you. You open it. 10 minutes later, your entire company is offline. This isn't fiction. This happened. In one day, this email took down the British Parliament's computer system. The Pentagon, the CIA, Ford, shut down its email network completely. By the end of the week, it had infected over 45 million computers. Estimated damage: $10 billion. Not from a sophisticated cyber weapon, from 4 kilobytes of code, written by one person, for reasons nobody saw coming. Here's what makes this stranger than most virus stories. It wasn't a criminal organization. It wasn't a government. It was traced to a college student in Manila, 24 years old, studying computer science, but he'd dropped out. His thesis proposal, rejected months earlier, described almost exactly what this virus would do: steal passwords, spread itself, do it quietly. His professors said no. So what happened next? We'll get to that. The answer involves a legal loophole so strange it changed international law. First, how it worked. The email looked harmless: a love letter, an attachment labeled as text. But it wasn't text. It was a script disguised with a hidden extension, a trick that made Windows show the wrong file type. One double click and it executed. It overwrote photos, music, documents. Permanently. Then it opened the victim's contact list and emailed itself to everyone on it. Instantly, no hesitation, which meant the person infecting you next wasn't a stranger. It was your coworker, your mom. Under 10 days to reach 45 million machines. Today's biggest breaches often take months to spread that far. This took days because it exploited something no firewall fixes: human curiosity. Nobody makes you open a virus. You have to want to, and I love you was perfect bait. Everyone wants to believe someone loves them, even a machine. By the time IT teams understood what was happening, it was already inside banks, governments, and newsrooms worldwide. CNN had to shut down internal systems just to slow it down, and it kept going. So how bad did it get? Data lost permanently, years of work gone in seconds, entire government networks unplugged just to contain it. Estimates range from $5.5 to $10 billion in total damage: cleanup, lost productivity, destroyed files across nearly every continent. Still, one of the most expensive digital incidents in history. Not because it was clever, because nobody had built defenses against something this simple. Which brings us back to the question from earlier. What happened to the person who made it? Investigators traced it fast. To Manila. To a small apartment. To 24-year-old Onel de Guzman. He denied writing it at first. Years later, he admitted it, but said he never meant for it to spread globally. His claim? He wanted free internet access by stealing passwords. The worldwide spread, he said, was an accident. Here's the part that shocked legal experts. He was never convicted, not for lack of evidence. Because the Philippines had no law against writing malware at the time. None. He walked free, and within months, dozens of countries scrambled to write new cybercrime laws, specifically because of what he'd done. One piece of code changed global legislation. Here's the part that matters today. 20+ years later, the exact vulnerability still exists: hidden file extensions, emails built to trigger emotion before logic, attachments people open without thinking. The technology's changed completely. The trick hasn't changed at all. Modern phishing uses the same core idea: curiosity, urgency, emotion, just wrapped in better graphics. So what stopped it from getting worse? Antivirus companies raced out patches within 24 hours. Email providers started blocking dangerous attachment types by default. An entire generation of IT security policy exists because of this 1 week. But researchers agree on something uncomfortable. The reason it worked wasn't a flaw in the code, it was a flaw in us. Every phishing email since, every fake invoice, every urgent message uses the same trick. Not smarter hacking, smarter bait. The most expensive computer virus in history wasn't built to outsmart machines, it was built to outsmart people. 2 decades later, that's still the easiest way in.